light. I'm gonna have to move that light. People start chatting. You'll see the chat coming up there. But say hi. Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
People, is that better? The light
Yeah,
anyway?
that is better, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going live in 19, 20 seconds.
No, I'm live now.
Oh, you're live now. Okay, somebody else.
Hello to the people on the replay. All right, see? And then I looks at my comments from everyone's expecting me to go on at 8 o'clock. So we're a little bit early, everybody. It's not quite 8 o'clock yet. It's like 7:57.
It is 7:57.
Yeah.
I told you, didn't
There's your phone going off.
I?
So we'll see. Come 8 o'clock.
That might be Joey.
Oh, Mom's
And
gonna
Flesh, and I
have
tried all them
Madison's
except the
here.
cookies. I tried all them except the cookies.
Fix this. We'll just wait and see. Wait, you're not on there, are you? No. Okay. All right. Okay, so for the people on the replay, this is Mom. Mom is here visiting. That's awfully blurry. Mike, can you go get me a paper towel? I gotta fix that right there.
On the
What
corner.
kind of paper towel you got there, Mom? I think the camera is blurry. Let's see. Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, that's better.
Nobody on? Oh, there's two people on.
Well, we got 8 o'clock, I told everyone, so. Who knows? It's Sunday night, so people are probably busy doing stuff. Madison, what did you make there?
Soup with cheese.
Oh, that's soup. That's what that is? Soup?
Yeah,
Why
cheese.
is she being
I thought it was oatmeal or something.
I don't like oatmeal.
Oh. Okay, we got 4 people here. Are you on?
Yep.
Oh. Oh, it shows you who's there? I didn't know that. It never showed me before. Hi, Miss Tammy. How are you? Happy Sunday night. I'm chewing on a watercress. Watercress. What is it called?
Water chestnut.
Water chestnut. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh, this is Madison. Jax was taken but not found. Madison, that's your screen name?
Yep. And then Axolotl as the profile picture.
So we're just popping on. Mom's kind of tired. She's been doing a lot of work all day. She did a lot of baking. So we're not going to be on very long. We just want to pop on and say hi because I know she was supposed to be here on Sunday night and her phone's going to go off in a minute. Dad's going to be calling before he goes to bed because it's 9:30 in Newfoundland. So we just want to come on for a second and say hello. I know we're going to do some scary stories and stuff, but I think she's ready for bed. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy,
Hi,
where are you
Tammy.
from again, Tammy? I don't know if Tammy's from down east or if her parents are from back home. Tammy, where is it you're from again? I can't remember. And some people now, if they come on at 8 o'clock, they'll probably have to go through an ad before they can get here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 3 likes already. Woohoo! 3 people in the chat and 3 likes.
Oh, she's from Bayford. Wow.
Hi, Andrea.
Awesome.
Mom.
Yes.
Tammy, my mom was from Bayford.
I thought Tammy was from back home.
Yeah, Bayford.
Andrea's from London. So I know we had a whole plan on what we're going to do tonight, but Mom's she's a little bit tired. She's been busy all day, baking up a storm. So,
Hi, Andrea.
yeah, Madison's name.
Well,
I know,
her
right?
name. My mom was Fanny Parsons.
Parsons, last name Parsons.
Yeah.
I'm so behind. I can tell by looking at my video here how behind I am. Andrea's from Windsor. Oh, I said London, didn't I? From Windsor, Ontario. Yeah. And Madison's here as well. Madison's in the chat.
Hi, Maddie.
So how was everyone's weekend? What did you guys do? What did you have for dinner? I made French onion soup, and then I did just 1 can of the water chestnuts with the brown sugar and bacon. for me and Mom, and we ate those in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Your mom and dad are coming for Christmas. You gotta ask your mom. Oh, that's
Okay,
cool.
Yeah.
That's nice, Tammy, that your parents are coming up for Christmas.
Nice.
Dad's afraid to leave Newfoundland Christmas time. He's afraid to leave the wood stove.
Oh, she went to her mom's to celebrate Zach's birthday. Nice.
Oh, yeah, Zach is her son.
Yeah.
Zach is Andrea's son.
Yeah.
And his birthday is the same day as Ian, right, Andrea? So, what'd you guys have for dinner? I made Mom French onion soup. And tomorrow we're going to have my ribs.
And Mom made a dessert.
And, oh, you had pizza and cake? Mom's baked up this. How many different kinds of cookies have you made since you've been here?
Probably 10.
10.
And homemade bread.
And homemade bread.
And homemade banana breads.
And banana breads.
Mm.
Banana chocolate chip banana bread. Hi, Miss
Hi,
Michelle. Yeah, so Mom's been baking up a storm since she's been here. I got some work to do as well. I didn't do much work over the weekend.
Maddie.
Oh, do you guys remember I was telling you about Ipsy and how they took the money out and were going to send me the September Ipsy X box? And I was not very happy with them going through messages and stuff. So I got a message back yesterday. Sent me a message and said that they had refunded me the money for the Xbox. And even though the September X bag is on its way, they told me just to keep it. So I'm like, okay, I still would have sent it back, right? Because it's probably full of skincare. But I'm like, all right, I'll keep it, see what's inside. I don't know yet. I'll probably get the shipping company to take pictures of it. And if it's stuff that I personally know I won't use, then I'll probably just say return to sender anyway. But they refunded me, which is good. Andrea wants to know if you stamp shipped to Windsor. The baked goodies.
Andrea, I
Labby
sent
goes.
to Fort Mac.
So you know Labby. Oh, you probably didn't see it. It's right
No.
here.
Yeah.
So Labby Girl 16, she's from Newfoundland because she said, how's you getting on, missus?
Oh, no, I didn't.
What are you at, Labby? Labby, is it St. John's you're from, Labby? I think it's around St. John's. Madison's saying hi, Mom. Hi, Nanny.
I read that.
So when I do my live, I'll talk here, but I usually look at the comments down here.
Okay, yes, yeah.
So I can always click this button right here, too, and it'll show me
Okay. That's Nana.
the live chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually do. I don't know. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We came on a little bit early.
She's from Summerford, but
Labby
lives near
is.
Whitburn.
But lives near Whitburn.
Labby, where are you from Summerford? I'm from Summerford originally.
Mom was born and raised in Summerford, Labby. I didn't know that.
Well, that's interesting.
Labby Girl 16. Who's Labby Girl 16? Labby, you could be a relative.
There should be.
We could be cousins, Labby. Oh, that's pretty cool.
What did she say?
I'm waiting for her to type.
But she lives near Whitburn. Oh, in Whitburn, it was St. John's.
Her last name is Pelly.
Is your first name Labby? Or is it a nickname?
So, yeah, is your first name Labby, or is it a nickname, or is it not something you want to type up here? Where did you live? I know, right,
Small
Tammy?
world,
Small
yeah.
world, I know. Tammy's relatives probably knows Mom's side of the family as well.
She said she think we might be related.
Nickname, yeah, Labby's a nickname.
Yes,
yeah. She probably don't
okay.
want to type her
Labby,
name
did
here.
you grow up out in the alley?
Did you grow up in the alley?
She not there. Lisa has me on Facebook.
I have you on Facebook. Send me a message on Facebook. So I can tell your mom what your
Interesting.
name is. It is a small world, isn't it? I mean, Newfoundland's just a small island, but there's so many of them. They're scattered everywhere. I was saying to Mom today that Mom, how many Barracks Road, Mom? Do you know where that is?
Up on Barracks Road. Barracks
Barracks
Road.
Road.
Barracks Road. Across the cove? Going out toward, oh my goodness, I think I do. I think I remember. Barracks Road. Yeah, it's got to be in around the Salvation Army, I think. Going out that road line by used to be Jenkins's store. Across from the Salvation Army. Okay, got ya. I know where you're to.
So you know
Yeah.
her family?
I don't know, because I don't know what her real name is.
You don't know?
Pele.
Kelly. What was your mom's name, Labby?
Yeah, just tell me that.
Or your dad's name? Down by the bay. So mom had about 16 or 18.
16 siblings.
And that's everyone.
Yeah.
Including the dead ones.
Yeah, we only have
16 siblings. And I was saying to mom the other day, Tony.
Tony. Okay, I know who you are. I know your family. I don't know who you are, but I know your family, Tony Pele, yeah.
Are we related?
Is Tony Gertie's son? Long time. See, I haven't gone long time. I don't remember people, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like he's
So you
Gertie's
moved
son.
away from Summerford when you were 16?
15.
When you were 15.
Mhm.
Oh. I was saying to mom that I have so many cousins that I wouldn't, if I like bumped into them, I wouldn't even recognize them. I wouldn't know what they look like.
I don't even know my nephews.
Nephew.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Okay, so you know,
So Tony
so you know her family.
is- I know the family.
You
Yeah.
know the family? Yeah?
Mm.
Labby,
remember
do you,
the family.
oh, so you're living in Whitburn now, Labby. Oh, okay.
Towards St. John's.
And Tammy is in Bayvert.
She's from Bayvert.
She's from Bayvert. Tammy, you don't live in Bayvert, though. You live here, right? Like,
I thought she said,
I think, or Alberta somewhere?
no, I thought she said in Windsor.
No, Andrea's from Windsor, but she's
Okay.
from Windsor, Ontario. Andrea is.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. Anybody else like that whose parents have a lot of siblings and then you have a lot of cousins that you haven't seen in years, especially if you move away from your hometown, too.
I can't
You
think
do know the family. That's cool, right? Yes, Tammy lives in Woodstock, Ontario now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I thought so.
Mm.
I thought so. We were talking about one of my uncles was at the house yesterday with Dad and his
She hasn't
son
lived in some over 12 years.
in 12 years now, Labby.
And I'm gone 54 years.
54 years.
Mm.
Cool. So my uncle's son, last time I seen him, he was probably 8 years old, and now he's married with kids. I mean, I think that's crazy that, you know, we have cousins out there that I couldn't even tell you what they look like. Okay, you're ready? All right, everyone. I said this was just going to be a short live. Mom's tired. She wants to
Call Dad
rest up,
in bed.
call Dad for the night. So I will see you guys during the week. I don't know what videos I'm going to have coming out, but I'm going to do, I think, I'm going to do the Glossy Box Advent Calendar. Yeah, you have tons
Yeah.
of aunts and uncles and cousins, right,
That's
Tammy? Yeah, and on Dad's side of the family, he's got, what, 14?
13.
13.
13.
Is that alive or dead? Alive?
Not now, but there was 13
There was
siblings,
13.
yeah.
Okay. You know Gus and
You
them?
don't, well, Gus is not my brother. Please do not tell anybody.
Oh, Mom. You grew up playing pool in a store. Uncle Gus had a
Yeah,
store?
Gus had a store across from the Army Church, yeah.
Oh, I never knew that.
He's one of a kind.
Yeah, we'll do it on Saturday night. So on Saturday night, we'll tell some ghost stories. I'll just let
I'll tell her some and she'll
Mom will tell me some.
retell them to you guys.
because Mom's got some crazy stories there. So we'll do it on Saturday night. I will be live this Saturday night. I will be doing the Glossy Box.
Libby,
Advent
I'll tell.
calendar.
Wait, no, what's the girls? Libby, I'll tell you one. When I was a child, probably 8 or 9, do you know where Pop Brown lived to? Uncle Frank Brown, Aunt Lene. I'm sure you did. And that Mom was getting supper ready in the evening, and she wanted me to go into grandmother's to get a bottle of rhubarb relish jam for supper. And I was going in over Muddy Hill, going toward grandmother's, and you know where Muddy Hill's at. And I heard a baby crying. It was in the night. As I was going up over the hill, Pop had a stage. It was a workshop, really, but it was built over the water. And he used to my grandfather used to build boats. And I could hear a baby crying in the stage. So I runs to grandmother, certainly up over the hill, goes in Nan's and tells Nan and Pop what I heard, and Pop said that was because years ago a young woman had a baby, and they would born their babies in the water, and the baby drowned.
Did they really?
Yes, back years ago, yeah.
They born them in the water?
Born them in the water. There's no, well, back then, probably never even had a midwife back then in years ago.
Well, I would
right?
imagine. I know they have water births now, but I didn't know they actually
Yeah.
did that years ago,
Oh, yes,
too.
they did.
It was like
Yeah.
a nice summer night or something?
Oh, I don't know it. When I heard it was there was snow on the ground.
Oh, wow.
Mm-mm.
That's crazy.
So I left grandfather's and I had to go back out to mom's, out the road, because we had no lights, right? And that. So there was a guy across the cove. His name was Elman Burns. I bet you know who I'm talking about. And I could hear Elman over on the other side of the cove, and that he was whistling, singing, whatever. And I sang it to him. He talked to me until I got out past the stage to go to mom's again. I never went back in grandmother's after dark night time. After that, I was too scared. Frightened to death. I was frightened to death.
When you hear that.
Yeah.
Wow, and back then there wasn't a lot of houses around you either.
There was no way. It was twin grandmothers
Yeah.
and Nan's
Well,
is
there's
still
There's
not.
still nothing there,
No.
yeah.
No,
That's scary, Mom.
that was
Mom,
yeah.
you want to tell one more about the red dress? Remember the little...
Oh, the red dress. I worked at Neil's.
Yes. Okay, Mom's going to tell another story.
I worked with the male manager some years, 50 odd years ago, and my bedroom and bathroom was up on the fourth floor of the house. Thank you. Anyway, I went to bed this night, and sometime through the night, I thought I could hear something in through like a headache going in, but it was where they would go in and turn it on and turn off the water if they had a problem with the running water. Anyway, when I got up in the morning, there was a little red dress on the floor, a little girl's red dress. The people never had a little girl that I worked with. I don't know where the red dress came from.
Who's that? Hey, Sadrock. Oh, Shadrock. Sorry. Yeah, and you remember you asked the lady?
Yeah.
She came in and...
I brought it downstairs and I said, is this Margaret's dress? Because Margaret was older. And she said, no, I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
She said, where did you get it? And I said, on my bathroom floor.
Is that one too where the elevator would go up and
Yeah,
down or
that's the
something?
one the elevator would go. They had an elevator in their house. It's still there. In fact, the house is still in Grand Falls. And that the elevator would move up and down on its own many times a day and at night. You never had to go and use it.
Yeah,
It was
that's
spooky.
crazy.
It was spooky, yeah.
That was crazy. And you want to tell the story about the man you seen up by the cabin?
Oh,
Or
We-
the dad's story?
no, it's not Dad's story. It's mine. Oh, I'll tell you Joe's story. Never
So
mind.
Dad
mine.
got a weird one too.
We salmon fish. Me and Joe, we salmon fish all the time. And anyway, a couple years, about 3-4 years ago, it was Father's Day, early in the morning, and in June. And Joe was going salmon fishing on the river by himself. So Joe, he always go just as it's getting daylight, and that. But we have to go down and walk down and on by a graveyard. But it's a very old graveyard, and that. And as he was walking down the trail going toward the river, a man walked in front of him with a long trench coat and a black hat on. So Joe kind of caught up with him. That's Ghost Stories Newfoundland, that's right. And that kind of caught up with the guy. And Joe said to him, are you going salmon fishing? The man disappeared in front of him.
In front of his face.
Right in front
as
of his
Dad
face,
is
yeah.
talking to him. He
disappears, yeah.
disintegrated in front of his face. How freaked out would you be to see that happening in front of your face? Talking to somebody that you see, they're there, it's a human, and then they just disintegrate.
Yeah, so
And Dad he's not the person to make up stories or anything like that. He's not like that at all. You know, he came home and Mom said that he was shook. That shook him up.
Anyway, his brother
I've
went
seen
down fishing a while after that. Came in St. John's, went down fishing early in the
Right,
morning.
Andrea? So would I.
And as Gary went down on the river. Now Joe met this man on the trail, but when you go in on the river, we go salmon fishing. You have to go down over a big eye, like it's like a cliff, if you know what I mean. The cliff, and it's very high, and you go down over the embankment, and so Gary goes down, and there's a man fishing down in front of him, and with a long black coat on, a trench coat, and a black hat. So Gary said, the man is just standing there. He's not fishing. He's just standing out in the water. So Gary walks down thinking that he had lost his salmon rod. So when Gary got close to him, he disappeared. That's what he did. He just vanished.
Just vanished.
Vanished in thin air.
Thin air,
And
right in
that-
front of your face.
So when Joel told the
yes, Tammy,
story,
my nurse be shot too.
so
yeah.
when Joel told the story to Gary about, well, I did. I told Gary's story about the man on the river that Joel met going down the trail. And Gary said, I know all about the story you're going to tell me. He said, I'm hitting down on the salmon, down salmon fishing, but he never had a rod. Funny
Can
stories.
you imagine? I mean, so, I don't know. Some people say
Newfoundland
they
got
don't
a lot of
exist, but
stories.
I would imagine, Newfoundland's got a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Newfoundland got a lot of
I don't
stories.
know.
Shaking my head, that's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
And I remember when you told me you had said that Dad was really shook.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
shook
that
about
day.
That day. Yeah.
His face was white when he came home and told you.
But I want to tell you a story about when we bought our house that Lisa and Kelly and Joey grew up in.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember this one.
I know I didn't like staying there by myself.
No, I'm homesick now.
Tammy homesick now.
I'm going home on Tuesday morning. We had bought our house, and it was a whole house, and we remodeled as we could afford to remodel it and do it up. Anyway, one day Joe's sister-in-law, my sister-in-law, was visiting us, and I was going to make a cake. So I was standing, me and she's sitting to the table having a cup of tea, but I'm going to make a cake. This oven, I used to always keep my baking pans down in the bottom of my oven. I still do with some of them. And my oven door rolled out as if someone was going to pass me a cake pan. And my water in my kitchen sink came on full blast. Nobody standing there. And I could always hear the lady, I know it was the lady that lived in the house before we bought the house. So about 14, 15 years ago, our daughter came home from Toronto, from here, and she and her older sister came over to see the house. I told them that they were welcome to come see it, and they went down in the base. They're upstairs talking. I told them they walked all through the house, looking all around, and talked about how pleased her mother would be, how clean it was, how neat I had everything and that. They went down in our basement, and I've never heard the ladies since.
And you told them
I told them about what I
about
had,
the cake, and they said
it was
about the
it
date.
was one of the girls' birthdays.
Yeah, so
One
every
of the
time it
daughter's
was a birthday,
Yeah,
Mom would hear that.
I would hear
lady.
something. Yeah, but it stopped after that.
After that,
Yeah.
when they went downstairs. Did you go with them downstairs in the basement?
The what?
When they went in the basement, did you go?
No, I left them alone. Left them
Yeah.
alone downstairs.
But you had told them previously
Yeah,
what was
but
going on.
they went down and they talked to their mother downstairs
Oh, wow.
as if she was there, right?
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's freaky.
So it's a few ghost stories.
Yeah.
And Kelly got married and they came home, the kids, Johnny and Brandon and Sissy was with them, and Dave and his two. And we were all camping up at our cabin up on Cornfield Lake, and Joe's sister-in-law had passed away. And we were all outside. It was a beautiful night. We had a fire. We were all outside sitting down. And Kelly was married to, decided he would go take a pee. And as he was walking around on the back of the camper that he had brought in, that they were staying in, and that somebody blew on his neck.
Just went.
Just blew.
Like that.
Very hot, very warm. And he came back and he said, someone just blew on my neck. And I
we
said
think
to
that
him,
was Aunt Rose.
and I said to him, that was Aunt Rose.
Yeah.
But she wasn't to hurt him or anything. But I think she was so happy that they were there and that, right?
Oh, what about the time when Pop Sampson died? And they were up in the cabin. Dad and his brothers were up in the cabin. Remember? Dad and his brothers were up in the cabin. Pop Sampson died, and Uncle Harold seen him. Yelled out, "Skipper, Skipper."
That was that Pop Sampson?
That was
or
Pop
Uncle
Sampson.
Edward?
No, it was Pop Sampson.
Oh, maybe Dad told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when my father's father passed
My
away,
grandfather.
he was that night, that moment that he passed away. My grandfather was in St. John's Hospital, which is like 5 hours away from my hometown. And my dad and his brothers, a couple of his brothers, and I think one or two of his buddies, were up in their cabin, which is in the country by my hometown, but 20 minutes away from my hometown, right? About 20-minute drive, Mom?
Yeah.
15? Something like that.
20, yeah.
So they were going moose hunting. So it was about 5 to 2 in the morning, and the oldest son decided he was going to go take a pee, and everyone was going to go to bed.
She
Andre
remembers
remembers
the
the story. And once, they all decided they're going to go to bed now. It's 2 o'clock. They're getting up at probably 5:30 in the morning to go out moose hunting, right? So the oldest son, Uncle Harold, walked out of the cabin to go take a pee. And when he did, his father was there. And they called my grandfather Skipper.
Yeah.
That's what Uncle Harold, his son, called his father Skipper. Everyone called him Skipper, right? And he was like, Skipper, what are you doing here? And he said it 3 times, Skipper, what are you doing here? And Skipper disappeared in front of his face. And at the same time,
He
at
died.
Aunt Doris's house, you remember that? The rocking chair or the cupboards? Something. It was either at Aunt Doris's house, who was the oldest daughter, her cupboards kept on opening up and shutting at 2 o'clock that morning. And in my grandparents' home, his rocking chair, because my grandfather was always in his rocking chair, and that would go back and forth. So anyways, Uncle Harold went back into the cabin and looked at his brothers, my dad included,
told them, yeah.
and said, I got some bad news. Skipper just passed away. Like, he just knew. I seen him. He was there. He's in the hospital. He's dying. He's 5 hours away. So he said, I think Skipper just passed away. So they all stayed up. A couple hours later, the youngest son, Uncle Gary, and one of their family friends came into the cabin and was like surprised that everybody was awake. Like, why is everyone awake? And he came in and he's like, I got some bad news. And they said, we already know. He passed away at 2 o'clock. And sure enough, he passed away at 2 o'clock. That's great. That's mind-boggling to me. Remember that? Remember that story? Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So, like, I know there's some people who don't believe in stuff, but until it happens to you, I think you just gotta, believe in people's experiences. You know what I mean? And I think there's always a way. If somebody really wants to say goodbye on their way out, I suppose there's always a way. And maybe some people get stuck, right? Can't find their way to the light. Oh, I know. It's crazy.
Yeah,
You seen a guy on Cornfield Lake, didn't you?
I saw a man on the road by our cabin. Well, it wasn't our cabin, it was a trailer.
Yeah.
And it was bake apple season. It was in July month. And I wanted to go out bake apple picking, and Joe didn't want to go until the next day. So I figured, well, I'd go up by myself, me and my dog, because the neighbors was at their trailer, but they were a distance away from me. So I would stay in the trailer by myself, which I did. And coming on probably at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, my dog started. We didn't bark, but he kept growling, and she didn't do that. And so I just leaned up and looked out through the window, and the moon was so bright, and there was a man standing outside on the road with a long coat and a cravat on. Young bake apples, y'all, they're delicious.
Yeah, bake apples.
And but
dogs,
I
animals
wasn't
and
scared.
stuff.
Animals and stuff. I wasn't scared, but I didn't sleep anymore that night, right?
Hi, Lana. Yeah, so that's a couple. I'm going to play Andrea's, because Andrea had sent one.
Did she? Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get it. Andrea, you're talking really low in it, too, so I'm going to have to turn up the volume. Hold on here. All right.
Okay, here's my ghost story, and feel free to say my name. I was about 12 or 13, and we were at our family cottage, and I was there with my best friend, and we found a Ouija board in the basement, so we decided to play with it.
Wow.
So we were just goofing around and asking who we were going to marry, and just the crazy stuff that teenagers do. And we asked them to give us a sign that they were real. So I guess I need to backtrack a little bit and say that there was a telephone at the cottage, but it was a party line or something. I don't know what to call it, but it was a shared line with a neighbor, and the phone never rang unless it was an emergency. So we were goofing around, and like I said, we asked them to give us a sign that they were there. So
hold on, it's the next one.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, what happens? The phone rings. So we were freaked out. We stopped. We put the little thingamajigger down. picked up the phone and the phone was dead. There was no one there. We were so freaked out. So we put the Ouija board away right away and never played with it again. And I've been freaked out ever since. So that's my story.
Wow.
Yeah, totally.
Mm,
Never play with. I warned my kids, never play with the Ouija board. You
No,
don't know
no.
what you're gonna bring home with that. That stuff freaks me out. And you know, there's actually a palette out now, like a Ouija board palette. I seen it. Jen Loves Reviews was talking about it today. I couldn't believe someone actually made a Ouija board palette. I'm like, those people are gonna be cursed. Whoever, whatever company that was, they're gonna be cursed for sure.
Hello,
I'm Miss-
I'm gonna
oops.
play Andrea.
Uh-oh. I'm in the wrong spot. Here we go. Hi, Miss Janet. All right, Mom, is that it? Does anyone else
that's
have
it.
any stories before we go? Because it's not going to be a long live. She's ready to go to bed and call Dad. Yeah, you were shocked, right, Andrea, that somebody
Yeah.
actually made a Ouija board palette? I'm like, I would never. I don't want anything with the word Ouija at all in my
No,
house.
I don't think you do.
Right? Yeah, that's
not good work. That's devil's works.
that's the devil's work.
That is devil's works. I
You're
don't
raised
believe
up in a Pentecostal home. You're not even allowed to have playing cards. But we got playing cards. So, yeah, anyone have any stories they want to share before we take off? It's bad juju. That's right, Andrea.
it. Yeah.
And if you do want to share some stories, and you don't want to like type it up or whatever, send it to me some way through social media, and we can talk about it on Saturday night. I will be live this Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Ian's at work, so I will be live this Saturday. And like I said, hopefully I'll get some videos up this week. But it's the end of the month, so you know we don't get much the end of the month. But October should be good. Tribe is coming out, and brown paper packages will be out in October. Can't wait for that box. And then when I do get that September Ipsy X, if I decide to keep it, I'll unbox it, obviously. And I'm going to be having a sale tomorrow. I was going to have it today. So on Kiss and Makeup Canada, I'll be having a sale tomorrow. Just a few things that I have, nothing big. And that's it. That's all. So, yeah. I don't think anyone's got any stories to tell.
No one wants to talk about stories.
No one wants to, yeah. Moms, I know it's crazy, right? I believe them. I'm telling you, when people have an experience, it's something that you'll never forget. You can't shake that off. You know? That's crazy. Who knows what happens when you die? Yes, I'll tag you, Andrea. Okay. So, okay, everyone. I'll see you on Saturday. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.